We got another tabletop review, and yes, another Taurus. Again, not brand loyal, but Taurus makes really good stuff. This is another one that I have, and I thought I'd show you an unboxing as well as a field stripping and show you all that you get when you purchase this firearm. So let's go ahead and get it opened up. And as you see, again, you have your firearm, 2 magazines, one 17 round capacity, one 13 round capacity. You get a magazine load assister. That's nice. Again, with just about all Tauruses, your safety keys. Again, as you'll notice with a lot of your firearms, you get a cable locking system to secure and put away your firearm to keep it from being used. In this case, you have these keys that you're able to lock up the firearm, and I'll show you that, so that it will not be operational if you so choose to do it. And a cleaning brush. Again, not the highest quality, but I don't mind them, they work great. Well, first things first, we will do a weapons check. As you see, there is no magazine, nothing in the chamber. Let's move our box. And I'm going to bring the empty magazines out so I can show you how they fit. But very nice looking compact carry handgun. I went with the stainless. You ain't got to worry about so much corrosion or anything like that. So polymer gun, I like as much carefree as you can get. Now with this gun, a couple of the features right off the bat. I do like their serration design. Easy to get a hold of and operate. Again, Novak style sights. And the front of mine is actually painted. I got red paint on there for fast target acquisition. They don't come that way. Normally that's white. But some of the features. Large safety switch. Optimal for right-handed people. The full size, again, this is the compact, has it on both sides, but on the compact it's only on this side. But is not as big a fan of having on both sides every time, depending on the size of the firearm. Sometimes as I grip it, I can accidentally engage it with the higher part of my hand here. So that works out just fine. Not only is that your safety, that's also your decocker. Let me show you that again. Just press this down, and it safely decocks the firearm. Even if one's in the chamber, it does not allow the firing pin to strike the projectile or the primer. Got your slide lock right there. Now what's great about this, instead of a external notch you have to line up or anything like that, you'll see it does not have that. Just grab a hold of the slide, push it upward, and it will fall into place. So I like that feature. Nice large extractor. It's been very reliable. Easily have over 3,200 rounds to 3,500 rounds through this gun. No problems whatsoever. Ambidextrous magazine release. It's on both sides. So that's great. Very ergonomic grip. You have placement here for your fingers and for the thumb. And again, that is on both sides. This also comes with a rail, just one notch, but it's plenty enough to attach a small light or laser. And again, magazines are empty, but I'll show you how they fit into here. This again being the larger 17 rounder. Extends it to a nice full grip. That's really nice for the range. It'd make it a little cumbersome for concealed carry possibly, depending on what you're wearing, but that's great for the range because this fills up the hand very nicely. And the 13 rounder, again empty, has a nice little lip right here, so even though it is the smaller of the two mags, you still have enough for your finger to fall on, as you see right there. It's not hanging off like a lot of other compacts may have you do. You still get a very firm, sure grip on the firearm. Well, disassembly couldn't be much easier. It's very similar to a whole lot of other modern day polymer guns. My personal technique is just pull back a little bit like so. You have a lever here as well as one on this side that you have to pull downward at the same time. So just bring that back just slightly. Take your other hand, pull them down, and it comes right apart. At that point, just remove your guide rod, which mine is a little sticky. It's a newer one. I just replaced mine because of how many rounds I've had through the original. It's not a problem. But mine, I was afraid was getting fatigued, so I did order another one. Remove the barrel, just lifts straight out. And just like so. Nice barrel. The feed ramp comes down nice and long and low, so when your magazine is sitting in the handgun, pretty much like so, the bottom of your round is slightly above the feed ramp, and I like that. Some other guns, this will be right at the same level or even higher, and it can cause some jam issues. Never had a jam with this firearm as of yet, and but I think that's part of the key features, is having it where in the firearm the magazine is slightly above, or the follower is slightly above right here on the feed ramp. Makes it very, very reliable. One other thing I'll say about the magazines, I have a few more of the larger 17 round magazines, and the thing about it is it will not come, and you cannot find, I've even talked to Taurus about these nice little grip fill pieces that extends the bottom of the frame nicely. You just can't get them. They didn't make any more. So for my extra magazines, it actually just sits in there like that, which isn't bad. You can still grip it, no problem. It's great for the range. So that really doesn't bother me. I do wish they were out there though. Be a nice little feature. Fits on here very snug though. You ain't got to worry about it going nowhere. Nice internals. Feeds very well. Remember, with all of these guns, whenever it's disassembled, don't let your hammer drop. Just a bad idea. Well, reassembly is just as easy as assembly or disassembly. Take your barrel, lay it in place, and it'll fall into place once you have it back. Right in here. Ain't gonna go anywhere. Just hold it like that. Take your guide rod, return it as you found it. You'll see this bottom portion is girthier than this portion, and it won't work if you flip it the wrong way anyway. But all you got to do is just take this, put it right into its place. As you see, this snaps right in. Set the guide rod where it's supposed to be. All you got to do is take your frame, make sure everything's in place. Now some people don't really care for the trigger on these. There is a good bit of, take up, but you meet a firm wall right there and it snaps nicely. So that really don't bother me. And the reset is pretty close. So you don't have a lot of over travel right there. I'm very comfortable with that. It doesn't faze me at all. Great handgun, great value. Again, like many other Tauruses. It's very similar to the 24/7 or Millennium Pro. I went with it because I don't have to have a hammer on a firearm, but I like that this one does. I just do. One other thing that is great about this gun, and you don't get with regular striker fired handguns, by chance, let's say you have a bad primer from in one of your rounds that's loaded, at least 85-90% of the time, if that primer struck again, it will allow the round to go off. So as an example, let's say there is a loaded magazine in the firearm and you cock it and you intend to fire it. If you pull your trigger and nothing happens, it's not a good thing. And if you're in a situation where you need it to function immediately, you may not have time to grab your slide, rack it back, and hope the next one goes off. And again, 85-90% of the time or so, if you strike that round again, it will go off. So, you pull the trigger and nothing happens, just pull that trigger again. Every time you pull your trigger, it does activate the hammer and firing pin. Again, that's my review of the Taurus 809C. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, hit the like button right there at the bottom. And I hope you have a great day. Stay safe when you go out to the range, and always have fun.